Today we are diving into the story of Cape Town, the oldest city in South Africa, settled over 370 years ago. With more than 4.8 million people and contributing 10% of the entire GDP of South Africa, Cape Town is definitely a significant city. But here's the thing. Just a few years back in 2018, it faced a genuine threat, running out of water completely. Yeah, you heard it right. The first major city in the world to face such an apocalypse. Scary stuff. Let's rewind a bit to January 2018, when city officials gave a chilling estimation. Within 3 months, on April 12, 2018, they dubbed it Day Zero. Cape Town's water supplies would effectively run out. Can you believe that? The entire water system on the brink of collapse. People were looking at a water apocalypse, and a mass exodus seemed like a real possibility. They implemented severe water restrictions, limiting usage to just 50 liters per person per day. Imagine, that's less water than what an average American uses to flush their toilet just 4 times. But thankfully, Day Zero never arrived, and Cape Town managed to brave the storm. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, how did this once thriving city even reach such a precarious situation? And could it happen again? So how did this water nightmare even begin? Cape Town's geographical location makes it sit right next to the vast southern Atlantic. But unfortunately, it's all salty water, not suitable for drinking. Back in the 17th century, the Dutch needed a resupply depot for their trade ships during their long journey between Europe and the Far East. Table Bay, near Cape Town, was selected because it had nearby rivers with fresh water, a rare find in southern Africa. Fast forward to modern times, and Cape Town experienced a massive population boom. Decades of apartheid had artificially segregated the population, but when it ended in the early 90s, people flocked to the city. The population nearly doubled between 1970 and the year 2000, putting immense strain on the water infrastructure, which wasn't keeping up. This burgeoning population, combined with a severe 3-year drought from 2015 to 2017, created a perfect storm for disaster. To make matters worse, the local and the national governments couldn't agree on solutions, leading to bickering and a lack of funding for water infrastructure. The city's water system relied mainly on the rainfall, and when the drought hit, the reservoirs' water levels dropped significantly. In 2017, the city faced its driest year on record, and the water storage in dams fell to less than 10% of capacity. With the dams running dry, Day Zero felt inevitable. But hey, let's not end on a downer. Thanks to strict water restrictions and some welcome rainfall in 2018, Cape Town managed to dodge the water apocalypse. The dams got replenished and life gradually returned to normal. Yet, the threat isn't over, folks. Global temperatures keep rising, and the risk of severe droughts returning is real. Cape Town must prepare for the future by investing in more water storage and sustainable solutions. Now, I know this story is about Cape Town, but let's zoom out for a moment. Water scarcity is becoming a global concern. By 2025, over 3.5 billion people worldwide will be living in water-scarce regions. The lessons from Cape Town's crisis should serve as a wake-up call for the entire world. As we move further into the 21st century, water will be an increasingly precious resource, and we must act now to secure our future. First and foremost, we must invest in diverse water sources to reduce dependence on rainfall alone. Exploring options like large underground aquifers and desalination facilities could be game changers. Yes, these solutions might spark some debates, but we need to prioritize our city's future over political squabbles. International cooperation and sharing best practices are key. Learning from each other's successes and failures can lead us to innovative solutions. Water is not just a local problem. It's a global issue that demands global attention. The 21st century poses immense challenges, but it's also a time of great opportunity. By learning from the past, we can build a brighter future. Cape Town's close call with Day Zero reminds us that we must be proactive in protecting our precious water resources. So, let's raise awareness, promote sustainable practices, and work together to ensure that every city around the world has access to clean and sufficient water. Keeping up with current events is essential for understanding how the world works. Water is a precious commodity, and we need to be proactive in safeguarding it for generations to come. That's all for now. Until next time, take care and stay hydrated.